you, baby, all right?
I think I got mugged 3 weeks ago.
What?
I think. I know.
Have you got a bit of a slow release on this?
Yeah.
Holy shit. What else has happened in your past that you've blocked out?
Bummed to death.
Have you been bummed to death?
Resuscitated.
You just, oh, right.
That's nice.
Clear on the bumhole.
On the bumhole?
Yeah.
They get the pads and put them on each cheek.
Yeah. Boom. Yeah, but there's a stick as well. Goes right up your ass and shocks you inwards.
Oh, really? Whoa. Wow.
I'm all right now.
Gay paramedics.
I'm all right now.
I'll save him. Clear. Boof.
I think I got mugged by an old lady.
Oh, my God. At least you didn't get bummed to death by an old lady.
So, a couple of weeks ago, me and Samantha went to the cinema in Liverpool.
The cinema.
The cinema in Liverpool, the Odeon. Went to see In the Heights, which is written, created prior to him creating Hamilton by Lin-Manuel Miranda.
Yeah, I've heard of it.
And I really enjoyed it, and I'll never watch it again. You know, one of those films, like, that was good, and that's enough now.
Do you know, I felt like that when one of the last times I went to the cinema with Laura was The Gentleman, which I think is a Guy Ritchie film, Hugh Grant over-egging it. And I got to the end and went, that's all right. And I will never watch it again. Nice one. That's fine. That's all right.
Yeah, that's a solid 3.5-star film.
Got to the end of Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. Laura went, what the fuck was that? And I was like, I will watch that as soon as I can again on Sky. Yeah. In the Heights.
Went to see In the Heights, left, and we parked, as I always do, sort of towards the Bold Street side of town.
Yes.
And, oh no, it was the day, you dropped us off. It was the day after we went out with Serica a few weeks ago.
Yeah, I
dropped you 3 or 4 weeks ago.
I dropped you off in town, yeah.
Right. So I'd parked the day before in town.
Yes.
So after we'd been in the cinema, we just went for a little stroll around Liverpool. We won't go home straight away. We'll just go for a little walk before we get the car.
Nice.
And you know the Cozy Club?
I do.
Which is like opposite the Odeon, innit?
Up top.
Yeah, but like the entrance is on the ground.
Yeah.
You don't go into a building. It's still got a street entrance.
Mm-hmm.
So there was an old... I'd say she's sort of early 60s, maybe late 50s. She was stood in the doorway.
Old, like mum old, but not like full great granny old.
Yeah.
Like old.
Yeah.
But not...
Like she could feasibly have a 10-year-old grandchild.
Right.
But like she could also just have her first grandchild now as well.
Right.
That age.
Right.
50s.
You measure things like grandchildren. Yeah. Fucking hell, she's old, but she's about 5 years away from her first grandchild. Like it.
So she approaches me and Sam, right? And she goes, look, I'm really sorry to bother you, but I was hoping you could help me. I've just been outside the Tesco on Hanover Street, and someone's robbed me purse. As you can see, I've got my shopping there. He's literally just snatched my bag off me and ran straight up Seal Street. There's nothing I could do. And I'm just trying to get home.
She had her own music.
I'm just trying to get home. Me purse. When she says a purse, I think she meant her bag. It's like that on my phone and as well. I've got no way to phone anyone. I've got no money. And I went, why don't you go and just get a taxi home and pay when you get in? She was like, well, I haven't got my keys.
They're in the bag.
And I was like, well, go to a friend's house who's got a spare key. She was like, oh, they're not in.
They're all dead.
And I should have clocked when she said they're not in, right? Because I was like, how the fuck do you know? You've just been mugged. You haven't rang anyone, right?
They're not in.
Yeah.
They're all old people out. The restrictions have eased. Yeah.
So she wanted money for a taxi. So I gave her it. Because I was like...
How much?
20 quid. So I just had a £20 note. So I was like, yeah, I thought, you know what? It doesn't matter to me. Like, not that I've got 20 quid to be fucking throwing everywhere, but if I lose 20 quid, then it's the gentleman thing to do.
He does it every time he gets petrol.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Homeless people. Yeah.
Here's 20 quid, sort yourself out. Not even homeless, mate. Fuck off.
Nice one, though. Because my logic was, if that was a family member of mine, like, I'd rather be wrong and give it and lose 20 quid to a knobhead than have an old woman actually be mugged and not be able to get home from town.
Few questions.
Uh-huh.
How were her teeth?
She wasn't a crackhead.
Right.
by my estimations.
Right. That's the thing, though. Crackheads look wrinkly. All women look wrinkly. You can't go off that.
Yeah.
So I'd go teeth and be like, ooh.
Yeah.
But the tegs were all right.
Yeah. Not great, but yeah.
Yeah, all right.
Tits.
What?
Tits.
No, that's not a year.
No?
No, that's a different
Oh, right.
No, there is such a thing as crackhead tits.
cracking pair of bastards.
Crackhead pair of bastards.
What do you mean, crackhead tits?
Like they'll be lopsided. They might have needle holes in. Might have a tattoo on saying, I do crack.
Come on.
Quite common now.
Doing crack cocaine does not give you lopsided tits. Come on.
You don't know that for sure.
I hate it when you do that. You have not done the research to say definitively that that's bullshit, so it could be real. Oh my God, I need some crack. Adam, I need some crack. I can't get crack from my neighbors. They're not in. They're all getting tit realignments. So, sorry. I'm really enjoying the story. I know it's annoying when I pause you to ask about
I'm really enjoying
old
it.
women's
I
teeth.
like it.
Yeah.
I like the logic that you're
had
like,
sort of like-
what if it's real?
Do you know like fluorescent eye makeup where it's like purple and green?
Oh, I know what she looks like already.
What? Has she been to a Claxons gig? What are you on about?
Do you know when like old women are trying to hold on to their youth? So they have like, it looks like they've got two highlighter pens and done like green here and purple here because they're like, look, I'm still young. Colours and that.
I've been out since 2006. I saw the Claxons. I saw the Claxons do too much crack.
Not got a bra.
My neighbors are still at the Claxons gigs. 15 years.
Fucking. What do you mean she had fluorescent lines?
I know what he means. I know exactly what he
And
means.
then like really sort of badly put on bright red lipstick. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right? He knows.
I know. I
He
know
can
who she is.
picture it.
I know where she lives. And
Right?
her friends are.
She sounds fucking mental.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I hope she hasn't got a fucking 10-year-old grandkid.
Come here. I'm not allowed to see your Christmas, kid.
Why has she not got a bra? That's the biggest question.
That's a bra. His hands to the bra.
Can you give me a break? How am I meant to show lopsided crap tits? How else am I meant to show it? I'm just trying to visualise. Carl's like, that's a very unrealistic lopsided crackhead tit thing. Need to work on that, Dad. I write that in my producer notes.
Is that my voice?
Look, Finn's dying and we don't even give a shit. We're talking about fucking Claxon crackhead.
Oh, fuck Finn.
So
Only messing. Love you, Finn. I actually miss Finn. I've got shit to do now.
So gave her the money, and as we were walking away, Sam goes, "You're a fucking knobhead, you." And I gave me reason. I was like, "Look, I'd rather be wrong and give her it than walk away, whatever." Sam's like, "You're just a fucking helmet. You're a virtue signaling knobhead. You've only done that for the good karma." And I was like, "Yeah,
Hey, that's not virtue signaling though, is it? Like, it's not, unless you tweet about it instantly.
or tweet about like saying that someone should do it. That would be virtue signaling. Or someone should.
Talk about on a podcast.
Yeah,
All right.
right.
If he stops telling stories, this podcast goes to shit.
So in Bacardo, glass Prosecco. Didn't really know what I fancied to drink. Knew I didn't want any beer, so got another Prosecco. And then we got a cocktail, and then we were like, can't really be asked for this. Can't really be able to go for another drink. Should we go home, have a cup of tea, a little bonk, and watch Love Island?
In that order?
Actually, yeah.
Right, fair enough.
So she was like, yeah, I'd love to go home. I've been in work all day. I've got work in the morning. Yeah, I'd rather not go and get boozy. And I was like, oh, this is fucking great. You know, when you're just dead happy to be going home.
It's great.
So we leave Bacardo and we're walking down towards like Church and Lord Street, towards Liverpool One to get we're just going to get a black taxi to go home. And there's a woman over the road waving at me. And it was the woman from a few weeks ago. And I was like, I went to Sam, I told you. I was like, she's coming over to say thank you. So she come over and she went, yeah. I'm really sorry to stop you. I've just been stood outside the Tesco on Hanover Street and someone's robbed me purse. And he's ran up Seal Street with her. And Sam squeezed my arm and whispered to me and went, don't. And I went to her, it's really unfortunate that, because didn't that happen to you a few weeks ago as well? And she went,
Oh, shit.
And she rolled up her tit and went,
and she went, what? And I went, didn't your purse get stolen like a few weeks ago outside Tesco and they ran up Seal Street? And she went, I don't think so, but my memory is like a sieve. And I went, you wouldn't remember getting like mugged though, wouldn't you? And she was like, yeah, I do have memory problems. Anyway, have a nice night. And she walked away.
Oh, lad, you should have fucking slide tackled that stupid bitch. I'd have broke her leg.
Carl is not in a good place because Finn's not here. I would slide tackle the old fucking crackhead. Get him, Matt.
That'd have done my head in her.
The worst part of all of it
You were
is
such
Sam
a
was
gent.
right.
You were such a gent about that. You could have been a right fucking eggy twat about
And
that.
do you know what it's taught me? Charities for mugs. I'm never giving any money to anyone ever again.
I
It's
agree.
their fault.
I agree.
Yeah.
Bitch.
Yeah.
It's done my head in her.
I honestly, I like the hustle. I like the hustle that she's basically developed a bit.
Yeah, but remember
This
your
is
mark.
my bit. Yeah,
Come on.
Yeah, but that's
Change the story a bit.
That's the crack,
Say
innit?
something else. Instead of saying me purse has been robbed out, she picked the same street it happened on and the way he ran. Come up to me and go, hey, someone's just fucking slide tackled me over there and broke me leg. Just limp a bit. Put a different story on.
Why would that necessitate money? I need new shin pads, lad. Lad.
It's my husband's birthday. I've just spent all my money on his cake, and then a crackhead's come over and stole the cake. Oh, can you give me some money to get a new cake?
I think she'd be foolish to include the word crackhead in a fake spiel about getting. Yeah. Lad, excuse me. Fucking hell, lad. Don't look at the tits. It's really off-putting. It's doing you right. Oh, sorry, lad. Yeah, I've just met this African prince, right? In person, my fucking luck. It's usually over email. And he needs about fucking 8 million. He's got 8 million for me, but he's taking 40 quid until it clears.
Do you reckon any of them emails have been real?
No.
I've got a name. What's it
I
called?
cannot believe you're not answering my email. I literally have $8 million. I have $8 million bucks. Why won't anybody answer my email?
Yeah, she needs to switch that story up.
The 419 scam, it's called.
Yeah.
That's what that's called. Not the woman. That's
The African prince is the 419.
419 scam.
And what about the crackhead woman on Church Street?
That's the wonky tit scam.
I thought it was going to have a number. Especially when you started with one. It's the one key tit scam. The one key tit scam.
The
Look at
wonky
these.
tit scam.
It's only got one key to a house.
I ain't got
One
any
key,
neighbours.
and she's a tit.
Yeah.
All my neighbours are in Africa following up leads. That's fucking brutal.